What's up, Punters Pod listeners? You can listen to us every Wednesday on Apple Podcast, Spotify, or even watch us on YouTube. Now, let's get into the show. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Punters Pod.
What a time to be alive! Josh Fraser might be legit. If Collingwood lose another close one, I might throw a fit. Good to see that Richmond are still shit. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. So strap in for 40 minutes of footy, laughs, and winning punts with my man to my left. Of course, it is Jezza. Jezza, how are you? How is life?
I'm going great. Pretty good footy on the weekend. After I had been shitting on it for quite a bit, we got a couple of decent games. I feel like this weekend is going to be a really good round of footy. Looking at the matchups, there's a few really good matchups. Let's just quickly go through it. Adelaide Geelong, good game.
I'll give that a 8 out of 10.
Hawks Bulldogs, good game.
9 out of 10.
North Fremantle,
6.
Q Clash, good game.
9 out of 10.
Port versus West Coast, similar match teams.
Yep, I don't mind that. 7 out of 10.
Essendon Carlton, similar match teams. Who knows? We'll get into the free picks
I don't know
later.
about that one.
And then the Collingwood Melbourne one to finish it off. So we got a couple good games there. And
we got 8 games this week, Jez. 8 games this week.
Exactly, 8 games. We don't know how many games. It's either 7, 8, 9 in these next couple of weeks. We don't know what it is. But
last week on the 7 games, I got 5 out of 7 on my free tips. So make sure you stick around for the free tips.
And I got 2 of 2 on my player props. So
what do you get in your free tips?
I'm so
what do you
back.
get in your free tips?
Don't know. I can't remember.
I think you got a 3, Jez, to be honest. But yes, I got 1 out of 2 of my player props as well. So the boys are in form. And we have some great tips today. Little preview. My player props, nearly $10 combined for those 2 legs right there.
No.
So big boys this week. Before we get into betting results from last week, from a great round of footy, let's get into the random player. An Essendon player. I'll give you a big hint, Jez.
Yeah, come on. If you could give me the biggest hint ever and I still wouldn't get this.
2 massive hints, all right?
Yeah.
I met this player 3 times in my life.
Ooh.
And secondly, his name has alliteration.
3 times in your life. All right. Is this like one of those guys that... But firstly, it's an Essendon player.
It's an Essendon player.
He's got like a chest... Is that a chest tattoo?
Yeah, not noticeable. Like,
Okay.
I didn't know, so the viewers won't know.
Blue eyes.
Standard-looking guy.
Yeah, but you say that about everyone's standard-looking guy because everyone's a standard-looking guy.
Caucasian Australian football player.
Is he one of those guys that used to come around to the schools?
Primary school. He came to my primary school twice. He came to my footy club once. Once a week apart.
Give
fun
me
fact.
the letter of the name.
Oh, no, it gives it away.
No, it doesn't. Come on. Seriously, I got no idea.
H.
Hayden.
No, Hayden.
Yeah, Harry.
You don't know.
Harry.
You don't know this person.
Harry.
You don't know Heath Hocking.
Nah.
You don't know Heath Hocking.
Would never.
The name doesn't even ring a bell.
Not even a bell.
Despicable. That is disgusting.
Just because he rocked out. How many games did he play?
Heath Hocking would have played, I'm going to guess, 200.
What?
I reckon Heath Hocking played 200 games.
No way.
Let me see. I've got him up on my screen.
No, I'll fucking find it.
Heath Hocking, I found it. Heath Hocking played 126. Not bad, Heath Hocking.
He's a comedian.
Huh?
He's a comedian.
No. 2006 to 2017. He, for Essendon, only 126 games.
He's dead set a comedian
there.
now.
He's not.
Okay.
Show me.
My bro Heath played 13 years at Essendon. He's now wrote some jokes about it.
Okay, maybe he is. Shout out Heath Hocking. Hope your comedy is going well. Okay, Jez. Now let's get into betting results. Enough Heath Hocking commentary. Comedy. Let's get into the betting results. How did you go on round 11 of the AFL season?
I went fucking fantastic on round 11.
I think it was 12, actually. I think it was 12.
Oh, round 12. It was round 12. I went great. I feel like I couldn't miss. Just hit after hit after hit. Felt like all the obvious happened this week.
It's a good week.
There wasn't really any glaring things that didn't happen, apart from probably that Fremantle-Brisbane game where it was just like thing, but I got a little bit to say on that a bit later on in my blacklist.
Oh, shit.
But, yeah, just a stock standard week of footy. Just
good players played well.
Good players played well. I feel
Bad
like
played bad.
we're in the part of the season where the bookies have a pretty good measure on it, so they're not giving you too much value anywhere. But it's just like if you can stack value across a couple of different games and find it in the right spots, then you can really profit.
Yeah, that's what I kind of did. The value was hard to find, but I stayed around that $1.70, $2 mark for my multis. Worked well. No massive wins, just smart punting, just clocking away. Profitable round 12, so happy days. My best bet of the round was a single I took, which was my player prop. I know a lot of you boys were on it as well. It was Jagger Smith, 25 plus, $2.10, man. How fucking good. I think he had around 16 just halfway through the second. So I was very confident with that one there. And my other player prop from last week just missed. We'll get into that later. It was Nick Dacos for 2+ goals at $2.03. He had 1 goal too. So
yeah, I feel like he's so inaccurate this year. Like he's
always like Marvel. He plays well, and he had shots. Like I was at that game, you weren't because you hate the footy. But yeah, he was just inaccurate, really inaccurate. But yeah.
Well, let's get straight into the betting blacklist because I said that I got something to mention. On watch last week, I had Lockie Whitfield, and he got held off because he didn't think Lockie Whitfield because he fucked me 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
He was a laid out against...
Okay, yes.
I forgot who they played last week.
Melbourne?
No, Brisbane. He was a laid out against Brisbane last week. And then comes in this week against Melbourne. He was about to be blacklisted. Like, he was so close to getting blacklisted. I think I had him for like 25 disposals, some shit like that. He only has 16 going into the fourth quarter. He has a 13 disposal last quarter. There you go. Lockie Whitfield, congratulations. You've been removed off the blacklist.
He was scared of the blacklist.
Still blacklisted is Andrew Brayshaw and Chad Warner.
Yep. Chad.
No, I don't care.
He got downgraded for me. He got downgraded.
I'm telling you right now, when I saw him, he had what, 20... Oh, no,
I think
he had
30 something and 3 goals. Yeah.
So when I saw that, I go, this is the classic. Like,
Heard the punters pod? He heard the punters pod?
No. Just coach knows that he's out of form. Fuck it. Let's like give him a bit of confidence. We'll put him in the midfield.
That's what Cox should be doing every week with Chad. He deserves to be in that midfield.
Yeah, well, obviously not. On watch for me, Brisbane Lions midfielders.
Ooh.
Shocking these last couple of weeks. I've had my say about Will Ashcroft. Lockie Neal was a shocking.
Was he?
Yeah, he only got like 23 or some shit last week. Brisbane Lions midfielders. User on watch. I need you to step up the game.
For me, on watch last week, I had Jack Ginnivan. He's still on watch. He's inconsistent with his disposals. He had 20 odd, I think, on the weekend, but still got to watch him.
Can't complain about 20 odd from
Jack. But still got to watch him. This was my gripe with him last week. Some weeks he has 20, then the next week he'll drop a 12. Also on watch, I'm going to put Steel Sidebottom. He's averaging like 14 disposals this year. I think he's cooked.
Yeah, he's cooked.
I would not punt on him, so he's on watch.
You're on watch for punting on Steel Sidebottom. I swear.
Chad Warner got downgraded. He was on my blacklist for 3 weeks. That performance just proved to me that he still has it. I was worried it was him, not Cox. But I think it was Dean Cox not playing him in the midfield. Hopefully, it'll open up Dean Cox's eyes and play Chad in the midfield more. I think you heard the grill from us last week. And on my betting blacklist is, of course, the duo of Caleb Strong and Andrew Brayshaw. How many times
Brayshaw's I know. Brayshaw's kind of playing into form, though. He's not off my blacklist yet.
He's playing into form.
But he is playing into form.
The reason they're both on my blacklist is they never both have 25 in the same game. Well, Sarong hasn't been playing.
Sarong
doesn't play. Yep, Sarong doesn't play. So they both haven't got 25. So until they both get 25, they will be on my blacklist. I don't care if they get 24 for the next 10 weeks. They are blacklisted from punting for me, Jez. The players who are not blacklisted from punting are our player props. As we mentioned, I got 1 of 2 last week. Jagger Smith 25 plus at $2.10 wins. Nick Dacos 2+ goals at $2.03. He has 1 goal too, which shattered me. And you got the 2 out of 2.
I got the 2 out of 2. I got Jarman Impey for 24 plus disposals. He gets 24 exact.
Beautiful.
And I have Jeremy Cameron for 3 plus. He kicks 4 goals.
He loves the Blues.
Start of the season is no good. He works his way into it and absolutely dominates. I think he might dominate this weekend again, but we'll get into that in our free picks. My first player prop this week is going to be John Newcomb for 25 plus disposals.
Oh, no.
At $1.08. Well, are we the same?
We're not the same, but we're going against each other.
Oh, you got him under.
No.
Okay, anyway, at $1.83. The Dogs do not tag. Should be easy pickings for him. I love this pick here.
And my first one is 25 plus disposals at $3.20 for another Hawthorn player.
No, not going to happen.
Not Will Day, it's Cam McKenzie.
Ooh, okay.
He has been around the mark for his last 5 games and smashed it last week, having 29. I just feel like Sam Mitchell has finally put full faith into him and he's going to ramp him up even more for this season. I love the fact, a lot of people would be against it, but I like the fact that Will Day is back in this team. I feel like it distracts people from Cam McKenzie's impact. I feel like the bookies are discrediting Cam Mackenzie 4-wheel day right now, but I think Cam Mackenzie, Sam Mitchell's guy, and Cam Mackenzie 25 plus at $3.20.
Those are fucking great.
I love that.
Those are fucking great.
Look at the numbers he's been putting up.
Yeah, I know.
He's always around the mark. He's had 20, 23, 24, 29.
For 20 he's $1.46 and he's hit it like consistently.
But I've got big balls, so I'm going 25 plus, $3.20. Cam Mackenzie, book it in, boys.
Love that one. And my second one is going to be someone who's on watch for me, a Brisbane Lion midfielder.
Oh, no.
But it's going to be Lockie Neal for 30 plus disposals at $1.88.
Who are they paying?
They're versing the Suns. And with the Suns, it's pretty much just whoever their best player is, they're going to have a field day because the Suns do not tag. They do not put any attention into opposition midfielders. And they've got no midfielders that actually defend. So
they just worry about getting the ball themselves, the Suns.
Exactly. Both of my picks combined are going to come out to $3.44.
Both of my picks together, I'll get into my second one shortly, combined to $9.67. So I've tripled it there, Jez. My second leg to go along with Cam Mackenzie is Josh Rochelle, 2+ goals at $2.85. That is crazy a value for me because he has scored 2+ at Adelaide Oval in 70% of his last 10 games there. He loves a primetime slot and he's having a very underrated season. At Adelaide Oval on Thursday night, I believe, against Geelong. Yeah, that just screams to me. Josh Rochelle, 2+ goals, a bit of celebration, a bit of carry on. I reckon I'll have this done in the first quarter. Josh Rochelle, 2+ goals, $2.85. Both my legs combined, which is Cam Mackenzie, 25 plus, $3.20. Josh Rochelle, 2+ goals, $2.85. Combined to $9.67. I've even chucked a little pineapple 50 bomb on that there. I'm that confident, boys. I don't back my player props every week, but this week I like the value in both of those right there. Shout out to Punter Eye, the sponsors of the player props segment. Jump onto them for all the best premium tips for the coming round 13 of the AFL season.
While talking about how confident you are, this is the game that you're confident on. Josh Rochelle kicking 2 goals in. It is our Thursday night game, and it is the Crows versus Geelong at the Adelaide Oval. Crows coming off a bye.
Bye round.
I feel like this week, though, is where their season either takes a turn for the best or the worst.
Look, I said this about GWS last week. It was a game where they can either really kickstart their season or it can just be a fluke and nothing happens for them. It happened. They look good. And this week, everyone's very confident with the Giants. I think this game is very important for the Crows as well. I think this game could say a lot about the second half of their season. As for the Cats, but they lost to Carlton.
I know.
They lost to Carlton. They
lost to Carlton, but I'm not going to completely discount them, But does this kind of tarnish their consistency factor? Because I feel like at the start of the year, everyone was off them. At the start of the year, everyone was off.
Time. I was off them.
They come out, they win that game, or they smash Collingwood. They win that game against Brisbane.
Yep, that was the game. Everyone jumped on them.
They beat Sydney at GMHBA.
That was another one,
like another one thing. Their consistency has always been a bit like this.
You know what my thing was? I never, look, I'll admit this for sure. After that Collingwood game, that Brisbane game, that Sydney game, I'm like, wow, they are a very good side and they're playing like it and they look like one of the best sides in the comp. Back of my head, I was still very scared after that. Ringing in my ears was that poor Adelaide loss.
Yeah.
Now, then I started to think maybe that was just a fluke. Maybe that was just a blimp on the radar. Now, this Carlton game, it's like stacking 2 bad losses. I'll give them a bit of grace. That Ollie Dempsey non-goal was
very stiff. Extremely
bullshit.
Stiff.
That was ridiculous. How can we not call a score review on that? I know everyone loves to go, David Roden.
I was going to say
he's so good. He doesn't call score reviews. Fucking call one there.
I know. It's like the AFL is too proud of a sport, and the AFL never wants to get the best outcome because they do all these little bullshit cliches and shit like that.
Because dickheads complain. That's why.
Roden's awesome. He smiles.
He used to play for
No, but I actually don't mind him. I
don't mind him, but I don't give a fuck. I just want him to do his job right.
How much do you not mind a goal umpire? Yeah. Exactly. So do your fucking job correctly. If you need to call the thing, you're falling down. But Akers pushes him in the back. You're fucking falling down. And even falling down, he was looking at the ball, and he should have got a decent eye line of it.
But even if you didn't, just like...
But that's the whole point. If you didn't, fucking call the review.
But even if you did, in that situation, how about we just get it right instead of... You know what it is? It's just dickheads complaining, the score reviews, that take so much time up at 2 minutes. Why do we have to wait 2 minutes? Just fucking review it so we get it right. So Geelong have the fair chance that game and not everyone now complaining that because they got robbed. That's bullshit. Like, and to people saying that doesn't change the game, well, it does. In my opinion, it does. Because they lose the game by 4 points.
I don't really agree with that.
It does. That changes the whole game. It just does. There's 6 more points on Geelong's scoreboard at the end of the game. But look, Geelong just looked vulnerable in that game and poor regardless of that. Even if they won that game by 2 points, it still wouldn't have been a great Geelong performance.
Oh, no, not at all. And like I said, that's just the consistency factor. Like, I don't think they're super consistent. I think that they're beatable. And I feel like this year, I know we have our teams at the moment that are like Premiership favourites and everything. I don't think anyone is having like a flat out and out dominant season.
Oh, Fremantle and nobody else.
Nah, but I don't know.
I kind of agree because Fremantle have escaped danger.
Exactly. They've had a lot of close calls, and I know that's great and I know that's good. But like,
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, nobody's out there like dominating, and it's like we're scared.
Okay,
of this
I agree
team.
with that. Yeah, Fremantle's got the wins, but even that Hawthorn game was very close. They versus our Pies was very close at some stage. There's been games where they've won.
They've had quite a few games that have been.
But even they've had games where they've won and won by like 30, but it just wasn't convincing. Yes. So, but anyway, I wouldn't be surprised if the Cats this week come out and punch the Crows in the face. Run us through what you think.
No, I give the Crows a huge chance here. Well rested, big home game. Have played the Cats already this year at GMHBA Stadium, and they played them really well, and that was without Jordan Dawson playing. He was a late out in that game. Cats wobbled a bit last week, and I think everyone will be expecting them to bounce back a bit, but I think the Crows either keep it close or win this game right here. My free pick for this game is going to be the Crows plus 7.5 at $1.90. I'll just give them a big chance, well rested, off the week off, home game, love it.
I am with you 100% here, Jez, and I promise this has nothing to do with Geelong's loss last week, but I love the Crows here at home as the underdogs. Like we said, this is a game for the Crows to really kickstart the back end of this season, the second half of this season. They'll come in hot, off a bye, shock the world, and take down the Cats in a close one. My free tip is the Crows, 1-39 at $2.80, and my headline for this game is catastrophic. Geelong take 2 consecutive losses and fall out of the top 4 with a shock loss at Adelaide Oval.
My headline for this one is going to be Scaredy Cats. The Cats drop a game at the Adelaide Oval and have people questioning their consistency.
And you know what? I like even more about both our tips there. That game against Port was at Adelaide Oval as well. Yeah, so exactly. Maybe a bit of demons for them Cats.
Hawks versus the Dogs on the Friday night, standalone Friday night game. I love it. The Hawks... Congratulations on beating St Kilda, I guess.
Congrats, guys.
To be fair to them, I know we're big Hawks haters, but they are just cruising at the moment. And they are just getting the job done. They're getting the wins where they need to, and that's all you can really ask for. Yeah,
look, they were dominant against the Saints, but it was the Saints. I'm probably a bit harsh on them, like you're saying. They have to show me something big this week, and I might jump on them.
I don't even think this is big.
No, but if they look really good, because I'll watch this game standalone Friday. If they look like really convincing, then I might say they're doing it too consistently for me not to buy in. Can we talk about that Nick Watson fucking play on goal as well?
Oh, stupid. Like, it's just like...
It's been done to death. Like,
done to death.
Ridiculous.
Umpires just want to insert themselves.
Fuck? Yeah, I just don't get it.
It's
but anyway,
just bullshit.
I just felt like I had to say that's fucked.
And that rule, like, I swear... And maybe this is just because I'm a spastic, but I look out for that rule. Like,
yeah,
I like when the siren's gone and I see things.
I'm hot on it. Yeah,
I'm a hawk.
I think a lot of people are.
And I'm like, and I've seen it so many times where
they don't pay it. Yeah, they don't pay it.
Has swung out and has come off his line and they don't pay it. And this one where Watson does not come off his line and they pay. It's embarrassing, but it didn't change the game.
Definitely
so
not.
Really matter.
Your shit.
The Dogs, close one with the Pies. Probably didn't play their best football, but it was enough to get the job done against a weaker team.
Collingwood without players is a weak team. They got the win. They were not outstanding by any means. I was with a couple of Bulldog supporters at that game, and they were just telling me how they didn't feel good. It was like when we came in on the pod and said against West Coast, as Collingwood fans, we felt like it was a bit of a loss. The Dogs fans were happy they got the close win, but it wasn't like whoa, we looked good that game. That was a serious performance. Pies gave them a run late. Selwood took a good mark, but it's just like, if he drops that mark, Pies probably go on to win that game right there.
You can't even say that because, like, if he drops the mark, then who the fuck knows?
Yeah, but Spills.
Like, the Pies...
We'll get to the Pies
were good enough, they shouldn't have been in that position. But
exactly, I agree. But look, they've just fallen off big time, the Dogs. Like, I can't believe at the start of the season, there was real talk about them being top 4 team and Premiership favourites. They were Premiership favourites. Yeah, it's crazy. They started undefeated, and ever since just
round 3,
they've just died, and they look like a wild card team and nothing more.
Hawks with a much bigger rest advantage here at the MCG as well. I don't know why, but when I was thinking of this game, does it not just give you the 2024 qualifying?
Oh my gosh, I was thinking about that.
Yeah,
when you were bagging the Bont.
Yeah, because the Bont fucking wanted to rest in the forward line in one of the biggest games of his career in a final, and wanted to rest in the forward line and play fucking 80% forward. What a dickhead. I think the Dogs just got over the line against the Pies, and I don't think much about the Pies at all. So in saying that, I think this should be easy here for the Hawks. I think they really, really embarrassed the Dogs here, and that's why my free pick is going to be the Hawks minus 21.5 at $1.90.
2 teams that can look like contenders one week and absolute 12th place teams the next. I'm starting to come around to the Hawks a tiny bit and can admit they are pretty hard to stop. The Dogs just don't have the cattle to stop their forward line at all. I don't trust them enough to go to the G and get the job done one bit. My free tip is the Hawks minus 21.5 at $1.90 in a pretty strong performance.
The North Melbourne versus Fremantle Dockers game is the first game on the Saturday.
Hands Oval. It's in Hands Oval.
Bunbury.
Yeah. It's called Hands Oval.
Is it called Hands Oval?
Yep,
I didn't even know that. Well, in Bunbury, so a away game, a home game for North in Western Australia. How fucking stupid could you be? North Melbourne coming off the bye, so not really much to talk about them there. They floated around the top of the ladder. They were in that 4th, 5th position for a few weeks, but their start to the year was super easy. And I don't have much faith in them.
Lockie Doverston threw an egg.
Yeah, I'm not even up to date with that.
There's not much to report.
Yeah, he really
they arrested him for throwing an egg.
They were saying that he was Nick Watson the second, and he's played 4 games this year. So
not that good, no.
Not great. When North Melbourne had a chance to pick up Watson in that draft. But anyway,
Dersma, shit.
For Fremantle, a real premiership threat. I know I was talking a bit of shit about them at the start of the show, but what else? This is the whole peaking too early thing. What else can you do other than win? You don't want your team to lose. So good on them for that. That game was good. They beat up on the Lions at the Gabba with no Sarong. So
I really thought they had to drop one. I thought, their time's come, 10 in a row against the back-to-back premiers over there in Brisbane. They've got to drop one, and they didn't. They were simply the better team all day. They are genuinely that good of a team. It isn't really funny. It's just they're good, but they're not dominant. They're a great side, but it's not oh my God, nobody can catch this team. So
yeah, I know, but to beat Brisbane by 30 at the Gabba without Sarong, it's pretty fucking
good.
Impressive.
Yeah, exactly,
I'm impressed by it.
I really thought they dropped that game.
This game, like I said, as a home North Melbourne game in Perth is fucking laughable. Dockers for me, so easily here. North have been putting in some decent performances, but Freo is just a different team to what they've been doing in these last couple. Gold Coast beating Gold Coast at Marvel by a point. Congratulations. Or by a kick after siren. Congrats. That ain't Fremantle. If they can go up and beat the Lions at the Gabba, they can definitely handle North at Bunbury with ease. My free pick is going to be Fremantle minus 24.5 at $1.90. And my headline is going to be a dozen. Fremantle win their 12th game in a row and now look to be the outright premiership favourites.
I agree with you wholeheartedly, Jez. One way to let Freo go from 11 wins in a row to 12 wins in a row is to make sure they play an away game in WA. Freo absolutely laughing here. Yes, North are fresh off the bye, but still need to travel 4 hours and sleep in a hotel room. The Dockers boys will be fresh and fly home to a 12 in a row win. My free tip is also Fremantle minus 24.5 at $1.90.
The Suns versus the Lions, the Q clash. Suns coming off the bye last week, but the last time we saw them, they had that loss after the siren to North. So don't really think much high of them. You guys all know what I think of the Gold Coast Suns.
Mm-hmm. Yes, not much to say. They didn't play last week.
And as for the Lions, super disappointing. I feel like their spark is completely gone.
I got sucked into thinking they just would find a way to win through necessity last week, and it just didn't happen. And I tipped them, and I punted on them, and it just wasn't going their way. To be fair to them, they were better, but they're just a fair weather team. When it's going good for them, everyone's up and about.
So many fair weather players.
Yeah, just so many.
I haven't seen Kyle Oman fucking spark up in a while.
Exactly. Half of them, bro. Charlie Cameron's at the average here because they're not going great.
Yeah.
Cam Rayner, non-existent. They're not going good. The second it gets tough, This team doesn't give a fuck. This team sits there and goes, we won the last 2 flags. Who gives a fuck?
Hey, which would probably be easy to do. I said Freo would win last week, but I really didn't expect like a siren-to-siren domination.
Yeah.
Lions were never in that game. And I know they only won by...
They just couldn't score.
Yeah, but they were never in that game at all.
And you know what? The last quarter, like in junk bullshit time, game was over. They scored a couple.
Yeah.
Flattered them a lot.
Nah. Huge game for both teams here. After both of their form has slipped dramatically. I don't give the Suns much of a home ground advantage as I usually do, just because they play in the same conditions, so you can't really favour the Suns too much in that scenario. Real backs against the wall game for the Lions here, and I don't want to pick against them, but Lions with a week off, and if we're saying
Suns with a week off.
Suns with a week off, and if we're saying that the Lions are tired from these big campaigns and blah, 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 then coming up against a rested team isn't going to fare really well for him. Home ground, whatever advantage that is, raring to go after a disappointing loss. I think the Suns win this and win this pretty easily. My free pick is going to be the Suns win at $1.65.
Oh, get fucked. Same here. My free tip is also the Suns win at $1.63. They just simply need to win this Q clash. There is no way around it for them. At home, like, I know it's not massive for Brisbane, but it still is at home for them. A Lions team was lacking so much and look like they don't even care. I think the Lions will put up a bit of a fight, but I can't see them getting it done again, and I'd be stupid to go back to the well with them. So that's why we both are on the same page, very much so this week. My free tip is also the Suns win at $1.65.
So many players for the Lions too, like... Just thinking back to the end of last year, and I know it's easy to do, but it's like end of last year, they had all superstars.
Jasper Fletcher.
And, that's what I was going to say, Jasper Fletcher. And, wait till Kadeem Coleman comes back. Look, Coleman's nothing like you. And no, he's not injured.
Now he is this week, is
he?
He just got injured today.
Well, anyway, these last couple of weeks, Zorko's been out, so he's had his opportunity to do the fucking big halfback thing and hasn't even fucking fired a shot. The Eagles versus Port Adelaide. Eagles are slowly building, and I know we said this at the start of the year too, but these last couple of weeks and these little wins are really, really good for them. Their form over the last month has been pretty impressive. They've taken it up to a couple good teams, and
I backed them last week. Like, I know a lot of people did favour Essendon just for the new coach.
Yeah, it was stupid by me.
Did you do that?
I did, yeah.
Oh, that's silly. I backed them last week, and I was pretty confident. Like, it wasn't no coincidence how they've been playing against. They bet the Giants, then they bet they came up well against the Pies. I think they are pretty when they're not going to be a good team by any means for a couple of years. When they're playing good footy, you can see it. You can really see it. They're seriously starting to play better. Dersma is a good player. Dersma's a fucking ridiculous player. He might even be on Harley's level, if not better than Harley in the future. That duo is going to fucking dominate.
They are.
It's scary, man.
I know this is this is what you hope for when you're doing a rebuild, to get 2 number 1 picks, fucking obviously. But
yeah, but it's like would you rank these two or Lawler? I'll take these two first and second.
By a mile.
Yeah,
I don't.
A lot of number 1 picks. I'd think about the number 1 picks. Huh?
Cam Rayner,
Andy McGrath, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Paddy McCartan. There's a lot of number 1 picks that don't really hit, and these two look like they could really fucking hit.
Port Adelaide had the bye, so not really much to say. The last time we saw them, they lost to the Sun. Did they lose to the Suns?
I don't know.
Irrelevant. Absolutely fucking irrelevant. I think the Eagles have another real chance here. I feel like that fun, dangerous Port team that we saw to begin the season is gone. Eagles are fully motivated just to keep winning, and because they've got no reason to lose. There's no more tanking for them. This is start fucking winning games here. Shout out to Tim Cully. He's been playing really, really well recently. He's rejuvenated his career.
Every single season?
I feel like... No. Honestly, because there was talks a couple of years ago that, he doesn't really love footy anymore. He might retire.
But I feel like every season Tim Cully has a couple, a 4-week period where he looks really good.
He's looked good these last couple of weeks. My free pick for this game is going to be the Eagles plus 10.5 at $1.90.
We are in sync this week, my friend.
We got every pick the same.
I like the Eagles here. I really like the Eagles. Port have looked all right, but I still like the Eagles better at Optus Stadium. Am I wrong for thinking that the Eagles bet Port earlier this year?
Yeah, they did.
They did. Adelaide Oval.
Adelaide
there
Oval,
you go. Porter off the bye, but I'm still back in the Eagles. Momentum will carry them here. My free tip is also the Eagles, plus 10.5 at $1.90. My headline is West Coast winners. Port fall to the Red Hot Eagles, who have hit form and look to have a promising future for the first time in seasons.
How about these double up games already, though?
Yeah, it's
West
crazy.
Coast and Port again. Adelaide and
Geelong. Correct, yeah.
I'm pretty sure Dogs and Hawks have
Sydney
versed
St
already
Kilda
too.
feels familiar.
I don't know. Well, that is our next game. Sydney versus St Kilda. The Swans, ass kicking of all ass kickings last week against the Tigers. 114 points. Fuck, I was off big time with my big last week.
What did you do last week?
I said that the Richmond would keep it closed. There haven't been many smashings this year.
So you're a nuffy.
Jeez, they're putrid. And Kerno can only kick goals against bad teams.
You know what? Charlie has not changed.
Nah.
Against Carlton, it was fucking score against bad teams. For Sydney, he score against bad teams. Chad also played a good game, so shout out Chad.
Not giving him any credit for that. It's against Richmond.
That's right. Yeah. Well, he's on the watch list still. Not much to say at all for them. They came up against the worst team in the league, but they were fucking firing on all cylinders. They're my premiership favourites, Jez. I love these boys. I love them. I've been with them all year. Sydney Fremantle Grand Final will be me versus you.
The Punters Sport Grand Final.
That's it. There you go. And for the Saints, your Saints, I'm not at all fucking surprised. They are a bad side.
Horrible.
Pressure should come on Ross Lyon. I don't know how there's no pressure on him. There should be pressure on him. End of story. I don't know how there is no pressure on Ross Lyon.
The way that game was played too, and you can tell when Ross Lyon starts to get a bit scared and panic. When he just goes, all right, boys, just kick it around the back and we'll try waste as much time as we can so the score doesn't get blown out.
Fuck, they're bad.
He's a sad coach. They're a sad team.
Yep.
54-point loss to the Hawks. And the media still talks about them like, oh, no, but this wasn't their year anyway. Bullshit. They made big splashes, spent a heap of cash.
But it's like, even if this wasn't their year, they're not going to be good for the next five.
Yeah,
honestly, I can't see it. And if they lose fucking Darcy Wilson because they brought in Sam Flanders on 800k, you're laughing, honestly.
Arse kicking times 2 for this one right here. This will get ugly. Heaney, another 3-vote game. The Saints are just non-competitive on my eyes unless the team is bottom 4. That's why my free pick is going to be the Swans minus 26.5 at $1.90.
We all know how I feel about the Swans, my flag favourites. We all know how I feel about the Saints. Mid and Ross should get the sack. Combine these two things and chuck these together at the SCG, and there you go. That is equals Swans by heaps. My free tip is also the Swans minus 26.5 at $1.90. We might have 8 in a row the same.
We actually might. The Bombers versus Carlton. This might be where our picks differ.
Oh, definitely not.
Embarrassing performance by the Bombers. They're not even close to being a competing team. Bring back James Hird.
Oh, I had the exact same thing. Just bring him in now. They are just absolutely ridiculous. They're so irrelevant right now, and for the rest of the season, they will be even more irrelevant. It's sad. I actually feel a bit bad for them. I've never really hated Essendon because they've always been bad.
Yeah, that's the thing I keep thinking, because everyone's like, wait till Hird comes back. You'll be regretting it then because he'll make us a big club, blah, blah. I've never once hated Essendon.
I don't really have even Carlton were bad my whole life, and I have a deep-rooted hate for them.
Exactly, yeah.
But for Essendon, I just have never really hated them.
Neither have I.
Yeah, it's strange, but I'm and I know Collingwood supporters who swear black and blue they hate Essendon more than Carlton.
Really? I've never met someone like that.
For me, it's just the complete opposite. I'm a Carlton hater, and Essendon, they're just all right. They're just cute little boys over to the side. Blues.
Credit where credit is due.
Fuck yeah.
I'll be honest. Very gutsy performance, and everyone, if I hear again that people are giving credit to Michael Voss for these wins,
oh my God.
Seriously, give it up. I know you're all mates with him in the media. I know you all suck him off. Enough is enough.
This makes him look worse.
It makes him look a shit ton worse, because you know what he's doing? He's put Jagger into the... Fraser's put Jagger into the midfield where he should be.
Sard,
not a thing.
which he should have done.
Drop Sard. Yeah. Do not play Sard.
Just draw back Hewitt, which you should have done.
Push Chera out of the midfield.
Yeah, which you should have done.
It's
just things that I could have fucking done.
And he's made all the right moves that Voss stuck fucking and was stubborn with to start off the season and for the last 2 years. So... fucking stupid. The only reason they're playing this freely is because Voss is gone.
Pretty much, I agree. I need to buy a Blues membership because last week I said that thing. The TikTok love that one. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
Fraser is actually going to make it 4-4. I cannot believe that. As much as I hate seeing them win, I can't wait until the board finally buys in to the Fraser hype and it's Teague 2.0.
Ooh, I hope so.
Give them a couple more and I can't wait for that day. Because then they'll just leave Longmire, they'll leave every other good coach candidate and they'll be like, oh, Fraser's was really good. And then it'll just happen again. And I love seeing Carlton fail.
Another thing about them too, calm the fuck down. Like I've heard people say,
I know. Wild card.
Remember in 2023,
they
got on they were 15th at this point in 2023. They might go on a run again.
Calm the fuck down. Big time.
Ease up. Carlton's winning ways keep going here, though. Just based off vibes, I feel like Essendon kind of get close.
Yes, good. Oh, my God.
I feel like they kind of do get close because Melbourne weather's fucking horrible at the moment for any of our listeners not living in Melbourne. So I'm assuming it's going to be fucking rainy.
Shocking game this will be.
Don't ask me why, but I feel like they'll put on a decent showing.
I agree.
Big game. King's birthday eve. Carlton eventually win this though, but my free pick is going to be Carlton 1-39 at $2.25.
No fucking way.
We might be 8 of 8 here.
Since I'm a Carlton member these days, until Josh Fraser is no longer the coach, I would have to back them in here as a proud member of the club. Clearly no new coach boost for the Bombers last week, and I doubt it will be delayed by a week. Won't be an absolute smashing. I'm with you big time here. As I've alluded to, my free tip is also the Blues 1-39 at $2.25, Jez.
Can we go 8 for 8?
I think
the Pies versus the Demons, King's birthday clash. Valiant effort by the Pies, but you shouldn't have been that far back in the game.
Look,
it's
for the Pies, they're a middle of the road team.
Whenever I come across people like this season and they tell me, "Oh, the Pies, like they're not going great this year," I'm sorry, I predicted, and you guys all know this because I predicted the 4-off this year. I said that they were going to finish 10th. They were going to be in a wild card spot just to get the attendance up, and they'll lose it.
I'll back you.
I'm not going to say that they pushed a year too far with the older players, but some of the older players are just no good.
Crisp, side bottom.
Crisp is serviceable. Side bottom's done. My opinion on Howe might be different to a lot of others.
Nah,
but Howe,
you're wrong on that. Jeremy Howe is still a good player.
Yeah, I just don't know. I don't really see much improvement either. Like players play, and I know they are serviceable, but like Roan Steele's serviceable. He's all right. Ed Allen's serviceable. At the game, Anderson.
At the game, some Collingwood supporters was going to me like, "Oh, but like Anderson looks good." He looks all right. Like
I know.
It's not like blow your socks off. Like Steen this year for me looks like yes, that's potential.
Anderson is never going to become John Newcomb.
No, he's not. Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Roan Steele is never going to become Ed Langdon.
No, thank you. Yes. I'm with you.
Calm down a bit. It's just like
these are players you'll forget about in 10 years.
100%. These are like you're in the middle of the road players. They're not going to be in your next premiership team. No,
exactly.
In my opinion.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. I like that, Jez. Look. Within a game, the Pies are very consistent. One quarter, they can look really good. The next quarter, they can just fall to shit. The lack of skills, missing fucking simple hand passes annoys the fuck out of me. And one big thing, like I'm a Craig McRae fan. I remember sending you a message on the day he was appointed coach of Collingwood saying this man will take us to a premiership. He did take us to a premiership.
You would have done that if you were appointed as fucking
probably. Probably. I would have said that about anyone, but I liked Fly from the start. But one thing, and I've liked how he's coached all along. One thing that fucking like grinds my gears like anything. You get Dan Houston from Port Adelaide, and you play him deep and locked down when you play Josh, an All-Australian winger, in Houston's role that made him a 2-time All-Australian. It makes no fucking sense to me. It drives me crazy. The Pies are inconsistent, and it'll stay like that for the rest of the year.
The Demons. Seems like they have perfected the MCG.
MCG merchants, Jez, I said it.
As soon as they leave, it gets a bit shaky. Listen, they were not meant to perform like they did at the start of the season.
They weren't. You bought it.
No. I'm still not saying they're completely done, but they were being predicted as a bottom 4 to wooden spoon.
I had them
team.
18th.
So we just gotta expect this kinda, appreciate what they did. I'm still not completely off them. I think they got a chance to win this game. I think it's going to be a tight one, but
it'll come in dribs and drabs.
Exactly, yeah.
But like I predicted last week, what was your tip? I had the GWS win.
No, I think I had the Giants as well.
Did you? I don't think you did. But anyway,
no, I had the over, which hit easily.
Okay, yeah. Well, I had Giants because I could predict it coming. When you watch it at the MCG versus like the last 2 weeks, I've predicted Bulldogs would beat them at Marvel and Giants would beat them up there. It's just like. They are made for the MCG, and luckily for them, this game is at the MCG.
I'm optimistic for their future, though, because I'm not saying they're going to fucking win the flag this year. But Stephen King has done the right thing. He can perfect the game plan at the MCG, because guess what? That's where the grand finals play. That's where most of their finals are going to be played.
Maybe just for this year, the MCG merchants, but for the fact right now is they are MCG merchants for 2026.
That's fair enough.
You don't have to get upset.
This will be a great game, I reckon. I feel like Melbourne is going to force the Pies to play an extremely quick game, which means that we're going to see fast-flowing, good football, I hope. Potentially a Langdon to Dacos tag again. We saw it last year.
We did.
Kind of worked, but Collingwood still got the chocolates in that one. $1.90 each way. I think the experience of the Pies wins out in this one. My free pick for this game is going to be Collingwood win at $1.90. Tell me you have the same.
Big freeze games are always belters, aren't they? Ask Petrarca's ribs from a couple of years ago.
Oh, that's not nice.
They got belted. I think the D's at the G are hard to beat, very hard to beat. But in recent weeks, they have shown vulnerabilities and haven't looked as crash hot as they started the season. Honestly, this game completely depends on which Collingwood shows up. The fast and aggressive Pies,
like that Hawthorn,
like that Sydney game, like that Hawthorn game, or the fumbly and scared Pies, like that Geelong game. You just never know with Collingwood in 2026, but I have a gut feeling saying that they get a much-needed win to stay intact with the wild card as the D's start to slowly fall down and regress this season. That's why my free tip is also the Pies win. I got it at $2.01. Did we get it 8 for 8?
Wait.
So that game we had Pies win. The game before we had Blues 1-39. Swans at the line.
Yep.
Eagles plus 10.5.
Yep.
Suns win
straight out.
Freo minus 24.5.
Yep.
Hawks minus 21.5. And I had Crows 1-39.
Crows plus 7.5.
So there you fucking go, Jez.
Fuck, that must mean something, boys.
It must
All
mean
my picks combined came out to $186.58.
Well, mine came out to $329.
What? No, you've done something wrong.
Swear. No, because I had the line for the Crows game, maybe.
No, you got 1-39 for the Crows game.
I'll show you proof. I put fucking money on
That'll put
this.
it up, but that's not going to be fucking that much.
What bookie did you go with?
Sportsbet.
Look at that, $329.
Fucking, I got.
When did you do it? I did mine Sunday night.
Monday.
Okay, there you go.
See, that shows you how much the lines move, boys.
There you go.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to another episode of the Punters Pod. We appreciate you guys listening week in, week out.
It's going to be a big week of footy, boys. It looks like it's going to be a great week of footy. Subscribe to Punt AI. Thanks for listening to the Punters Pod. Peace, prosperity, and love. Yo!